Welcome back to the Writers' Room, everybody. Today we are talking about our favorite comic book movies of all time. So join us, will you?
Please.
I didn't bring my cape, you guys.
Come to the light, Caroline. So with all the comic book movies coming out this summer, we thought it'd be cool to talk about our favorite comic book movies of all time and why we like them. Yeah, so let's get right to it.
Yeah, absolutely.
Michael, why don't you start?
My favorite would definitely be The Dark Knight. I loved Heath Ledger's The Joker.
Good choice.
That insanity, there was something about it, the spark that he had that was fantastic. Fantastic for the Joker. All the craziness that he brought, the character himself. The fairy scene especially was a favorite. The fucking choice that you would have to make in that situation.
Very true.
It's definitely one of the better Batman films of all time.
Pretty messed up.
Yeah.
Anybody else?
Well, that was quick and to the point. Do you want to discuss it? Well, why, like, outside of Heath Ledger's Joker, like, what about the movie did you really like?
The music was fantastic. It built all that tension you felt throughout the whole movie. I saw that movie, I think, twice in theaters because of that reason.
Yeah.
I just had this feeling inside that I had to watch it again.
Did you see it in IMAX?
I did see it in IMAX.
Oh, very good.
The first time. The second time, I did not.
Doesn't matter. You got to see it once, though.
Yeah, it was fantastic.
I actually called out sick to work to go see, like, an 11 a.m. screening of The Dark Knight over in Burbank.
To be a kid again.
Yeah.
I saw it with the cast and crew of Terminator Salvation on location in Albuquerque, New Mexico.
That's cool.
You win.
There's the trump card.
You win.
McG bought out an entire movie theater for us.
That's pretty cool.
Awesome.
It was pretty cool.
Oh.
I was like 23 at the time, so it was very cool.
Yeah, you were just stars in your eyes.
That's pretty awesome.
Be a kid again.
To be a kid again.
Yes.
Kay, what's your favorite comic book movie of all time?
My favorite comic book movie of all time is the original Xmen movie.
Nice.
The Bryan Singer.
Nice.
Bryan Singer.
Yeah, I saw it in the movie theaters 6 times when it came out.
Holy
Wow.
I liked it
that
so
is-
much. And it's not a perfect movie. There are some embarrassing parts that you have to, like, kind of close your eyes and grin through. Like, some of the Wolverine dreaming stuff is, like, a little bit like, oh, wow. Please stop making those noises.
Yeah.
Especially when I think I was, like, a freshman in high school or something.
Yeah.
So, but it's not a perfect movie, but I love it so much because it was the first of this now really tidal wave of comic book movies. But at the time it was alone in its own category, and I was like, oh my god, I watched Saturday morning cartoons my whole childhood. X-Men animated, cartoons.
Were
And to
days.
see that, because I also read the comics, but to see, it was mostly the cartoon though. That I was just like, because
it was a great show, too.
it was a great show. Yeah, they did all the best stories. All the Wolverine stuff was so good on the animated.
I agree. Absolutely.
And it was Hugh Jackman's first portrayal of Wolverine.
Yeah.
And it's iconic.
Yeah, and you know what? I even like the second X-Men movie, too.
Yes.
Mainly, the coolest scene to me is outside of the house, all the cops fire, or no, Magneto and the bullet to the cop's head. Really cool.
Yeah, there's a lot of cool stuff in those.
That was one of the coolest scenes.
The Bryan Singer X-Men are always the winning ones.
Bryan Singer's really good with ensemble casts. I mean, like, large casts. He knows how to kind of move them around and, repeatedly in different sequels and things without making it boring, Like, I feel like that kind of happened to the Avengers a little bit, where it's like, oh, well, it's just like, now this guy's got to say a joke, and then, Scarlet Witch has to do something weird, and then if you want to call him Quicksilver is going to do this, and, yeah. They just kind of phoned that one in.
Yeah.
Ouch.
All right.
Well, you know what I don't think is my favorite comic book movie of all time? Age of Ultron.
That was pretty heavy.
So, what would be yours, maybe?
I guess we're done talking about X-Men.
I guess. Well, did you have something else to say about X-Men?
I could talk about X-Men the whole time.
Well, we're not going to do that because that's selfish, Katie.
Yeah, but you just took it away from me without even asking.
Give it away.
No, I don't give it away. I'm keeping
All
X-Men
right.
back.
Well, what else would you like to say about X-Men?
I just wanted to remind everyone of the scene where it's the big fight, the final battle, and Halle Berry is facing off against Toad, and she gets him with the lightning, and she said... You know what happens to a toad when it's struck by lightning? The same thing that happens to everything else. It's like...
Boom.
Boom.
It's like a Zoolander line. Like
writing.
Yes,
Bum.
it is.
I love it, man.
You got him.
good.
You got him
So
with your
great.
lightning observation. No, I love it. I just love that
Toad.
scene.
Fantastic.
Hey, he's coming back in the next X-Men. We're gonna see Toad.
Is it still Ray Parks?
No.
Darn.
Oh.
Well, they're all kids.
Oh yeah.
They're all
of
young.
course, they're all kiddos. Well,
I'm
Ray,
looking forward
Ray
to
Parks was
that.
a great Toad.
Yeah.
Yeah. He was. And Darth Maul.
Yeah.
That's a whole nother story
It's
altogether.
a whole nother podcast, man.
We'll go there. We'll go there.
Do you feel you have your X-Men fill?
Yeah, I was just kidding. I just didn't like Michael deciding I was done talking about X-Men.
You're such a man, Michael.
Well,
You're such a
look.
man.
He's like, damn.
He's like,
Carry on.
you got me.
There it is. It's all out there now.
Yeah.
I'm a man.
Yeah. And you can see it visually if you're watching us on YouTube right now.
See this beard?
Do you see me summoning fire to burn this whole room down?
You hear this beard?
That's what it feels like with all the lights on in here.
That would be so cool.
No, just wait, Chris.
Okay.
My birthday's next month.
One wish coming true.
I mean, I already have talked about this, before, but I think the original Superman is my favorite comic book movie of all time.
Yeah, that's a good one.
You know, Christopher Reeve, Superman, perfect.
Well,
I
and
love it.
lest we forget Margot Kidder's witchy-lipped
Yeah.
Lois Lane. That's my favorite Lois. She's so great.
Oh, yeah, she's awesome.
She had such personality.
Gene Hackman is Lex Luthor, like, done. John
Done.
Williams,
Good classic
done.
Oh, John
Richard
Williams.
Donner, done.
Anything you touch John Williams to.
Oh.
You'll believe a man can fly, and then John Williams' sword will tell you. Yeah.
Not that sad piano shit.
I know, the mopey bullshit. That's what I'm saying.
It's beautiful, but it's also like, why?
You know what?
Why is
It's
that
Superman's
the choice?
America. So
Yeah.
if you're making Superman sad, you're making America sad. Zack Snyder.
Yeah. Yeah.
Remember happy Christopher Reeves Superman? I'd even take like sappy Bryan Singer Superman.
Like, I love all the Christopher... I mean, except
Christopher
for...
Reeves forever.
Except for A Quest for Peace.
We don't speak of this.
Yeah, we should never speak of Quest for Peace. But outside of that, like, the Zod fight, amazing. And I just love that whole era of Superman.
Yeah, because
When it still had the innocence and it was still kind of like okay to be that kind of lame as Superman can be,
Yeah.
But it was serious too.
And it had those serious quotes, yeah.
Like, Lois dies in the first one.
You gotta, fly around the earth backwards and turn back time, dude.
And then there's like kind of a torrid love affair in the second one with the silver sheets.
Good effect. They go to Niagara Falls and romance.
God, the Donner production days were.
God.
Yeah. They had so much personality. Those people had faces. They had so much personality.
They always, like, the thing I liked about it too, and I don't think it was like it definitely was on purpose, was like that it always had that kind of soap opera glow, that kind of fantasy glow to it. So everything was kind of soft, yeah. There's a lot of diffusion for some reason. Maybe it was to help hide wires, I don't know, but like it just made me like when I was a kid, I felt like I was a part of that.
Yeah.
And that's what I think.
It gave it character for sure.
Yeah.
Love it.
Yes, Chris, what would your favorite comic book movie about? And you may not have seen it yet. I feel like I still haven't seen mine yet. I hope that they can
That's a
impress
good
me.
point.
That's true.
I'm gonna make my own.
So let's say
There you go.
so far,
Yeah.
my favorite is Batman Forever.
Batman Forever.
With Val Kilmer.
That's a good.
Oh
good
my
selection.
God, where do I
All right.
begin? From
Kiss from a rose on the
The
rain.
rain.
from freaking
Got hijacked. Sorry.
No, please continue.
sorry.
I'm enjoying this, and I think everyone else is too.
I actually know somebody who got married, and that was their first dance song.
Yes.
No way.
That is beautiful.
Romantic.
I gotta tell you, if you're dancing on your first dance at your wedding to "Kiss from a Rose" from the Batman Forever soundtrack,
That's a pretty
beautiful.
That's
baller
romantic.
move, man. Absolutely.
That is a perfect memory that you will always have.
And nobody
It's
will ever
constant
forget
song.
that.
It's like-
Nobody will forget that.
No, absolutely.
Because everybody will be like, just like what I just did, which is like, you know, I once saw somebody do the first dance at their wedding to Kiss for a Rose.
Yeah, you were that one who remembered.
They're not listening. They're not listening.
Oh,
Yeah.
damn.
Oh.
Have you sent it to them?
No.
Like, it's okay.
And if you are listening, perfect first song.
Perfect. That was amazing.
Baller move, dude.
Yeah,
I believe it
like,
is.
Fantastic work.
Yeah.
In my heart, I believe that to be true.
Well,
That's a love that will last.
Well, outside of the hit song from Seal, the international recording artist Seal,
Formerly married to
Heidi Klum.
There it is.
What really makes that movie stand out as your favorite comic book movie?
Well, for starters, it's actually the first Batman movie that I ever saw that like made me
Wow.
go into the Batman universe of
Wow.
it. So
I get
that's one. So it's
Okay.
a great starting film, I think.
Okay.
Two,
Introduction, yeah.
Jim Carrey as the Riddler. Like,
Yeah.
Yeah. Well, also
And-
Tommy Lee Jones,
yes, of course.
killed it as Two-Face.
Dude,
Fantastic work.
nailed it. And I found out that Robin Williams was actually intended to be the Riddler.
Oh,
Oh,
what?
And
that's
so
cool.
he actually came in, did the readings and everything, but they didn't cut a deal. So Jim Carrey.
You're a little too out there. We're going with Jim Carrey.
Oh, it was always meant to be Jim Carrey. I
He'll
think.
still
Yeah,
read the
absolutely.
script.
I think there's no one else that would be the Riddler in my eyes.
Yeah,
So-
no, he
Yeah.
was great in that spandex suit, and
He seems like he's made of elastic in that movie.
Right.
yeah, well, he kind of is. I mean, he can do the Grinch smile
Yeah,
with his normal
seriously.
face.
Every angle that Joel Schumacher shoots him is like up his crotch, diagonal up a skyscraper thing.
Oh, yeah.
He is. He's constantly like doing lunges in that movie.
It's great. I love
it's
it.
amazing. In
He was
the
great in Enigma
jumpsuit.
too. He was
He
great.
was,
yeah.
yeah.
Loved it.
Crazy.
Yeah.
Val Kilmer as Bruce Wayne and Batman, I think was fantastic.
Yeah.
I was surprisingly
that.
like watching it again. I'm like, yeah, no, he still holds up.
I don't agree with this, but I mean, he created Batman. But Bob Kane actually said that Val Kilmer was the most the perfect Bruce Wayne. In
Really?
His eyes. Yeah.
Really?
Wow.
Yeah.
Wow.
All right.
I understand
Don't necessarily
why you
agree
don't
with that.
He did have a
with
lot of
it,
pathos.
Yeah.
but That's awesome.
He was very
Yeah.
breathy.
And George Clooney brought the old nipples to the
Oh,
Oh,
man.
to the big screen.
Oh,
That's
we
a
don't-
whole nother
Who
podcast
better
as
to
well.
Yeah, we
bring
don't speak of
nipples
this.
That doesn't exist.
to the forefront
No.
of media?
God, terrible. Love it.
Also loved the Batmobile design in the movie.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah. that one's
Great, great
Yeah.
design.
Amazing design.
So, yeah, there's still holds up. Still
Yeah.
one of my favorites till this day. So
All
Yeah,
right. All right.
I think
absolutely.
it's a good choice, right?
We have 2 Batmans in the.
I know, 2
Yeah.
DC.
That's pretty
All right.
cool.
Mikey,
That's
right
all right.
on.
Yeah.
That's
Yeah.
pretty cool. So those were our favorite comic book movies, guys. Let us know in the comments below what you think, if we missed any that are your favorites, and we'd be happy to discuss those on a future episode. That's going to do it for us.
Pretty much.
Yeah.
Please subscribe.
Yeah,
Click-
subscribe
just
below
click
if
the
you like the
button.
show.
Just click.
Like
please.
the video.
Yeah.
Thumbs up, maybe. We'll take it. We'll take whatever we can get.
Check out any of our previous episodes on our YouTube page, or you can check out all of our other shows at HollywoodRedux.com. Thanks for watching.
Thanks, guys.
Bye.